Now to the Malaysia Airlines jet shot down overseas. Today we learned there was at least one American on board the plane. Families of the passengers have been arriving at the airport in Kuala Lumpur, stricken with grief. Meanwhile, Ukraine's government has released what it claims to be incriminating videos said to show rebels with missile equipment that could shoot down a plane. CBS 2's Dick Brennan is at the United Nations tonight with more now on the crash and the investigation.
Well, here at the UN, the Security Council is calling for a full and independent investigation. But there are some serious questions about what's going on at the crash site, where some international observers were apparently not welcome.
It basically looks like one of the biggest, or the biggest crime scene in the world right now, guarded by a bunch of guys in uniform with heavy firepower.
European observers say they were allowed very little access when they arrived in the field where Malaysia Airlines Flight 17 crashed, killing 298 people.
And there didn't seem to be anyone really control.
This morning, Malaysia Airlines defended its decision to fly over the combat fields of Ukraine.
On that particular day, we were not the only airline which was flying that route. It's a common route.
President Obama says the missile was fired from an area controlled by Russian-backed separatists and says the government of Vladimir Putin shares some of the blame.
It has continued to violate Ukrainian sovereignty and to support violent separatists. It has also failed to use its influence to press the separatists to abide by a ceasefire.
The Ukrainian president claims it intercepted a phone conversation in which a rebel commander admits shooting down the plane. But that recording has not been verified. In the meantime, grief-stricken families mourn their losses. There was at least one American on board, Quinn Lucas Shansman, who had dual Dutch-American citizenship. There was also a large contingent headed to an AIDS conference in Australia. And there was one very lucky family, a couple with their baby, who missed the flight.
And it's obviously, something watching over us.
President Obama is sending the FBI and the NTSB to the crash site, and he says he's holding Russia to its word to grant them access to the site. We're at the UN. Dick Brennan, CBS 2 News.